Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Over a Meal. I'm your host, Adrien Marquet, and today we're going to be speaking with Sebastian Eguiarte, a Mexican filmmaker based in Toronto. We're going to be eating at Nina's Brunch. Let's go. Some good food. Seb, how you doing?
Chilling like a villain.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I like it. So dude, I want to start off by talking about your three favorite films.
3 favorite films ever, or like right now?
What are movies that are just big inspirations to you and just you know, that you always end up going back to?
Since I was really young, I grew up in Japan, but my family's from Mexico.
Okay.
So I grew up in a very sort of multicultural environment where I sort of connected with kind of a weird array of things. Like I grew up watching like Japanese films, Mexican films, a lot of like anime.
Wow.
Obviously a lot of things from Hollywood too that I saw as well. But one of the films that really stood out to me was Y tu mamá también. It's Alfonso Cuarón's. I don't know if it wasn't his first feature. I think it was his second Spanish language film, because he made this one film called Solo con tu pareja in the 80s, and then he went to Hollywood and started to make films there, and then he came back to Mexico to make Y tu mamá también when he was a little bit older, and I think it's like just such a fabulous film. I love that movie so much, and I think it's kind of a seminal moment for Mexican films because, you know, that's a period where you had a director like Iñárritu the year before he made Amores Perros, and then Guillermo del Toro was kind of also starting to come up. This is right before he made Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay.
So this is when you start to have a little bit of a semblance of what the new age of Mexican cinema was starting to look like, and those 3 filmmakers in particular were very big influences. But yeah, I'm only gonna pick Y tu mamá también as my first choice for Mexican representative. In terms of Japanese films, this one's really tough just because there's just so many that I love. But there's a film that I always go back to, and it's A Perfect Blue. It's an animated film.
Fantastic movie.
I've never actually been much of an animator myself. Like I tried doing it when I was younger, and I just don't quite have the patience to do it. So I watch animation pretty much in awe of the creation of it.
It's cool to have that thing though, where you could just like, you know, something separate that you can't necessarily do, but you could just appreciate.
100%. And Perfect Blue is just fabulous just because the animation is so well done.
Yeah.
Especially for its time. It's dark.
Yeah.
It has so much style, so much color, and it's so precise.
Yeah.
There's almost something very like Kubrickian about the way everything looks and feels. And actually, Stanley Kubrick is my favorite film director.
Same.
Oh, no way. Let's go. Nice. I love that. So yeah, I feel like it has a bit of that sort of Kubrickian feel to it that, you know, I really resonated with. Also, there's a bit of a feeling of like alienation, especially, you know, being in such a big city like Tokyo, kind of feeling very small and insignificant, despite the main character being like a pop star.
For sure.
There's a feeling of like insignificance that I think I really related to.
Yeah.
But in terms of a third film, since we mentioned Kubrick, I want to say Eyes Wide Shut. That's my favorite Kubrick.
Out of all the Kubricks,
I love Eyes Wide Shut.
Wow, dude.
It's so great. I know it's controversial. Like I think people might say like 2001 or The Shining. The Shining, I know people love.
For me, it's A Clockwork Orange.
Ooh,
I love it.
You know what? That's my second favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Clockwork Orange is ridiculous. It's so good.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. Anyways, the I think Eyes Wide Shut is great, but to me, the whole conspiracy of there was 20 minutes that was taken out of it because Warner Bros. Or something like that. I think it's fantastic, but now I'm like, it's not. I'm like wondering what it was. You know what I mean?
What could it have been?
Exactly.
If they just kept it.
Yeah. Like what would have made the story better? Would have been worse? Like I don't know, but I think I'm like, it is fascinating. That's a good top 3 that you got there. Wow.
There you go. That's what I got. I think something about those 3 films that I'm really drawn to is, in a sense, how uncomfortable they are.
Yeah.
I really like it when you as an audience are being confronted with an uncomfortable feeling, because that means that you're navigating something complex.
Yeah.
And that you're sort of, that you don't know how to feel about what you're watching. And I think that's great because you're sort of learning about yourself as you're watching something. Yeah. And some of the best films I've watched, I realize, are about these like complex emotions, that you're watching something and you're like, oh my God, this is so fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I want to talk to you more about Tokyo though. How long did you live in Tokyo for?
I was there for 13 years.
Oh my goodness. From what age to what age?
I was there So it's a bit of a weird timeline. I went there when I was 2 years old. Yeah. Then I moved here to Toronto when I was 9.
Thank you so much.
Homemade hot sauce, mango, jalapeno.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you
Is
so
there
much.
a vegan on the table?
No,
Okay.
no.
A little bit of butter in there, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I've never had like a mango
Jalapeno.
sauce, actually.
This is an Irish restaurant, so it's gonna be interesting to see.
Irish.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
I never tried like Irish food.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm gonna try now. The meal I ordered was eggs Benedict with pork marinated in Guinness. So.
Oh, the Guinness.
Beef marinated in Guinness. That's what I ordered. So you lived in Toronto when you were 9. I thought you moved.
Yeah, so I was here for 2 years.
Yeah.
I moved here when I was 9 years old, and then I went back to Tokyo when I was 11. And then I graduated high school there, and I came here to study film, just because I found in Japan I never felt very comfortable being there in the sense of like, you know, you're a foreigner stepping in, living there, trying to make a career, but I always felt like I was at a disadvantage not being from there. I didn't know the language, and you know, I was there for a very long time.
Japanese?
I speak Japanese.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to teach me some words, bro.
I will.
Yeah.
Once the food comes,
Yeah.
we'll say itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. I went to Tokyo last summer.
Oh, you
I
did?
went to Tokyo, and every time itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Yeah. Super good. Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you
Wow.
so much. I appreciate it.
This
Look at that.
looks delicious. All right.
I
Well, itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. There you go, bro.
Oh, the sauce. You know what? I'm just gonna like put a little bit on everything and then just see where
it.
the wind takes me.
That's a good
That's
plan.
sort of my rule of thumb.
Honestly, it's more entertaining for the crowd if you're burning in heat.
Well, it'll be like hot ones, you know?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
oh, it got on the bread here.
Thanks.
Put it on everything, man. Put it on everything.
That's crazy. You're trying to kill me.
Put it on the eggs Benedict, man.
No, that's insane. That's diabolical.
Eggs Benny mango jalapeno.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh my gosh. Really good. Wow. It's actually very delicious. I want to talk about Immunity.
Yes.
This movie bangs. It's very good.
Do you like it?
I love it, bro. I love it.
Thank you.
Your message said BYOB last thing, as in bring your own booze. Shit, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
It's like we're going to buy alcohol with Brad Pitt right now. It's a big fucking deal. This is the guy who's in Gladiator, or Troy, or fucking whatever. He's the guy who's gonna buy us alcohol.
Russell Crowe was Gladiator.
You shall not pass.
Scandal.
Holy shit, he sounds like he's 40. That's all we need.
Tell the audience, because I don't think it's available to watch anywhere, but tell the audience a little bit about your movie and what it means to you, what it's about.
Immunity was the first film I made after graduating from film school. And it's a film that, for me, meant breaking free of what I was taught in film school. There are a lot of things that I do in this film that I guess are considered kind of like no-nos when you're shooting a film under an institution. Like, for example, I shot on most of these locations, I kind of shot without an official permit.
Wow.
And what I mean by official permit is I didn't really get any like documents, like I didn't get any like signatures or anything like that. It was more so just like asking people who work there, like, hey, do you mind if we like just came in here to shoot for like half an hour?
For sure.
And then them just being like, yeah, okay, sure.
So
You
the
know?
convenience scene, it's you just asked the guy?
Yeah, I asked the lady at the convenience store, I was like, hey, like, would you mind if we just like shot here really quickly? You know, we won't like impede your business just as long as, you know, we just steal this little corner of the store.
Yeah.
And she was like, sure.
What made you want to come up with this movie, like write this movie? Because the themes are like super high school, very and it really brought me there, you know? It made me feel like the last high school party, and I think that is a theme that's very much passed around in our generation, is like the last high school years, you know, whether that was in COVID, whether that was like just before, like it was sort of, they were very, very interesting years. So how'd you come up with the story, and why'd you want to tell it?
I think, it's interesting you mentioned kind of like the film having that last high school party feeling, because I do have an idea of like, I don't know, like when did you graduate high school?
2021.
2021, okay.
Yeah.
Because for me, I graduated like 2018. And now, especially since the pandemic, I felt like there's been such a distance between my high school life to where I am now. And every day, it feels like I feel more of a distance to the person I was when I was in high school, when I was graduating from high school. And there's a bit of like a sadness to that, I guess, to know that this person you used to be is kind of slowly becoming out of reach.
Yeah.
And the people you used to be with in that time are also slowly becoming out of reach as well. But I guess I wanted to sort of have, I think there was a part of me, especially after graduating university, where I was having those similar feelings of like, okay, like my friends from university, am I gonna sort of lose them in time as I did with my high school friends? Because I still talk to my friends from high school, but you know, it's not like an everyday thing like it used to be. Like I haven't seen some of them since the day, since my graduation day.
And values change too, so they might not be the same person as well.
Yeah, you know, it's been like 7 years now for me, so it's, yeah, you do change. I do feel like I'm a very different person than I was back then. And I wanted to sort of capture that feeling in the film of, you know, you grow up, your friends grow up, and even though you share these memories together, sometimes that doesn't mean that you have to be friends in the present. The film is quite complex in that sense, about just like all these feelings you have of friends and how your relationship with them changes over time. That's kind
100%.
of that's the theme, that's the center theme of it. But I sort of wanted to frame it around something fun, like an exciting story of these friends trying to go buy alcohol for a party, you know, like a classic sort of high school premise. It's really funny because it wasn't until after the screening at TIFF that someone was like, oh, like this reminds me a lot of Superbad, and I was like, oh my god, you were so right.
Thing. At the convenience store, as soon as you get into the convenience store, I was like, Superbad.
Yeah. And it's really funny because I didn't really clock that in until they told me that. And I think Superbad was one of my favorite films when I was growing up. You know, that came out when I was like, God, 8 or 9 years old. I was really way too young when I first saw it. But it's a film that always stuck with me, and I think I had that film in my somewhere in my subconscious, and I think I almost like dig that out. And I also would like to think that Y Tu Ama También was a really big inspiration for this film as well, especially with how the film ends.
I agree with the Superbad comment, but the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
The second half, I don't see it. The second half, like, I think it's kind of dark. The actions of, what's the white guy's name? What's his?
Mark.
The actions of Mark were evil to just let Ethan disappear like that.
Yeah,
and
it's like morally, you would think that's like the wrong thing to do, right?
Horrible. And I thought that it was so interesting because then after, I was like, the universe, God, whatever, is giving the benefit of the doubt or the rewards to the wrong person, to somebody who's morally flawed. And going against somebody who is not morally flawed and who's supposed to be the good character of the movie. And I watched the end and I was kind of like,
that's reality, man.
That's 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I was like, it really brought me into a place where I was like, cool, that's high school, but that's past high school. There's sometimes you see your friends that are like just on another level than you know, even though you worked way harder, or opposite, you know what I mean? And I think that is such like a powerful message. Now, was that something that you intended to come across with that ending scene, or?
100%. I think, that's a really good read, because in a sense, that was kind of my intention. And like you want to relate to Emmanuel's character just because he has the moral high ground, but in the long run, he's the one that ends up going home by himself. Spends the night with his mom, watching some soap opera, which, you know,
is great.
It's great, you know, like he did the right thing. But in doing that, he lost the opportunity to spend time with his high school friends, maybe for that one last night.
Did the ending, was that shot a completely different time, or was that shot like, because I felt like that was years apart, weirdly. Like the characters felt like they properly aged. I thought it was 6 years apart, like I was convinced, but you're telling me it's a year apart.
So yeah, we shot the film over the course of a year. That was the final scene that we shot with the actors.
Okay.
We shot that scene about 6 months after we wrapped the original part of the film. And fun fact, that last scene wasn't written in the original script. That's a scene I came up with in the editing room. The film ended in the argument originally.
That's what I want to talk about. I didn't know if for the script, like that was written into the script or not. If that ending sequence.
It wasn't. I had the argument scene as the ending, and the ending was literally just Mark going off on his own, and Emmanuel's character Felix just sort of there by himself, and I was just like tearing my hair out in the editing room. I was like, oh my god, like something is missing. I need to have like a catharsis. I need to have like an epilogue. I need to have something to sort of tie the ribbon and to sort of really bring out the message of the film. And then I thought of some of my favorite films and how they ended. And I think that's sort of when I circled back to Y tu mamá también, and I was like, what makes that film, what about that film makes it stick with me? And then again, I'm not gonna give the details to avoid spoilers, but I thought about that film, and I knew I wanted to make something that would happen in a different time period. I knew I wanted to skip forward in time, because I think I wanted to see how that relationship evolved.
Beautiful movie, incredible movie.
Thank you.
And I want to talk about something that I saw, and I think is just as important of an initiative and stuff. 00 Films. Talk to me about that. What you guys are doing with 00 is incredible. It's kind of what we're trying to do here. You know, like spread the word and you know, show filmmakers that deserve a little bit of a spotlight. So tell me about that. What to you were you like? It's important for the community to sort of grow, and how is it building 00 Films, and explain to me the process of how that idea came about, and then the whole building blocks.
I founded it with my with one of my closest friends, Alex Lowe. Shout out. It all kind of started when my film was done, when Immunity was finished. We kind of didn't really know what to do with the film. I mean, obviously, like, we wanted to do festivals, but we wanted to sort of connect with the general film community in Toronto in a greater sense, because we felt like after graduating from York, we didn't really know that many people, and we weren't really that connected with a lot of folks from the other parts of the filmmaking community here. And especially after working on films like Blackberry and Man Mara, I was very hungry to get to know more filmmakers and have more of those experiences, and sort of, I wanted to give something back. And I felt like I could give something back, because I realized that there wasn't really like spaces for young filmmakers to come together and meet, or to come together and watch films made by each other. So the first event we put together was actually about a year ago, exactly a year ago. Alex and I worked together on his first feature film called Permanent Tourist.
No way.
We shot it all on an iPhone.
Wow.
And we shot that over the course of a year. Wow. It's kind of a common theme of us just taking forever shooting our films.
That's fine. Take your time. Is it out?
Year.
Is it like?
It's finished, man. Yeah.
Festival run or?
Yeah. It had its. So we actually screened it at our event last year. That was sort of like its unofficial premiere. We had a double bill of Immunity and Permanent Tourist. And then we also set up a gallery with our friends called Stalefish, and they helped us set a gallery up of diaspora artists from different minority communities, specifically Asian communities.
That's awesome.
All over Toronto. And they set up a gallery in the Bevy space. And we screened the films. We brought a blow-up screen inside the space, and we screened all the films there. We had over 200 people there, which was insane.
In Bevy, that's all.
Yeah, it was a great event, and we realized that there was after that we were oh my God, people want to connect. People want to go out there and meet other filmmakers and watch films by local filmmakers. We realized there's an audience for this. Because that event, sorry, not me apologizing to the camera.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry, man. I realized, me and Alex both realized that there's people that want to connect with other filmmakers. So we wanted to cultivate a space where we can make that possible.
What are you doing next? Feature, short?
So I have been working on a new short film.
Let's go.
It's the first film I'm making that I'm shooting outside of Toronto.
Wow.
I flew to Mexico City, where my parents are from.
Let's go.
and I'm shooting a film that takes place in both Toronto and Mexico City. It's very different from Immunity. It's a lot more personal, but still with a lot of docufiction elements.
Yeah.
Less like comedic, but still very documentary style, with a lot of improvised performances and a very sort of free-flowing style with a lot of locations.
Fascinating. Dude.
Yeah.
I really want to see it.
Yeah. We're still shooting it.
We're still shooting.
So I've been shooting it since September of last year, and we'll probably continue to shoot it until...
This 1 year theme is I like it.
It's following me around. It's totally unintentional.
No, but it's good because it shows like, it's a good story, and I think for a movie to really be great, it needs to have a good story behind it. So.
Yeah, and I think I like the idea of living in the film as you're making it. I feel like sometimes when you make a film over a short period of time, it almost feels kind of like you make it and then you kind of toss it to the side.
Yeah.
Like it had that feeling for me when I was making films in film school, where you were pushed to finish this film or to shoot this film over a weekend, and then finish it like 2 months later.
Yeah.
And it just felt like such a rush that I almost forgot what the point was.
Yeah. Thank you very much for coming, brother.
Of course.
I appreciate you. You're an incredible filmmaker. Immunity was an awesome movie. I hope people can see it somewhere at some point.
Hopefully.
Maybe movie, maybe some
Pipe dream.
Pipe
Maybe.
dream, yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
But dude, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for allowing us to bring you to this restaurant and having this conversation, dude. It means
Thanks for indulging me in all my shenanigans.
Of course, brother. Of course. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of Over a Meal. I'm your host, Adrien Marquet. Today we spoke with Sebastian Eguiarte, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Ciao. Ciao. Mangia, mangia.